Bowie stares at himself in the mirror and dons a smile. You deserve this. You have known this is who you will be your whole life. Not a doubt in your mind. McPherson belongs to the party of narcissism, the party of hate, the party of greed and manipulation. I must end him. Welcome to the third and final debate between Rory McPherson and Bowie Drepper for Rhode Island State Senate. This is our first election in many years that our candidates are neck and neck in the polls, and it is still too close to call. With each statement, his eyes close and open, and the man in the bowler hat gets closer. You're not real. And closer. You're not real. You're not real. Tonight we have our candidates, Bowie Drepper and Rory McPherson, ready to debate to decide who will be the next senator for the state of Rhode Island. Who will win this popularity contest? Just smile and expose him for what he is. Rory is what's wrong with this country. Please welcome to the stage Rory McPherson and Bowie Drepper. Rory and Bowie walk on the stage wearing huge fake smiles and waving at the people applauding them in the audience. They don't shake hands, only step to their podiums. Welcome, gentlemen. For this debate, we will have three sets of questions dealing with division, fiscal policy, and social injustice. For my first question, Mr. McPherson, you will have 30 seconds, to which Mr. Drepper will have 15 seconds for a rebuttal, and 30 seconds to make his own point. Over the past 10 years, Americans have struggled with the intricacies of the Pink Elephant program. This program has divided many Americans right down the middle about its benefits economically and its problems with its racist beginnings. In a country so divided, how do you plan to unify the American people behind a program that often leads to hatred over whether it is economically satiating or socially reprehensible? The Pink Elephant program has been outdated since its foundation in 1931. It is an old racist practice and we need to end it. It's a shame that corporations take advantage of minorities and women in this country and continue plaguing this world with hatred. If you want to end racism in this country, vote for me, and I will personally remove these archaic practices and disgusting laws. Mr. Drepper, same question to you. In a country so divided, how do you plan to unify the American people behind or against the Pink Elephant program? Thank you. So my first point, Rory, is your use of logical fallacies. Your opening was a false dichotomy, attempting to further polarize the American people. When I'm elected, I will first implement a removal of clauses 18 to 26 of the Pink Elephant program. Racist clauses that government bureaucrats like Rory are using to line their own pockets. I am a man of the people, striving to create a better functioning economy for this country, an economy which greatly benefits from the Pink Elephant program. With the removal of clauses 18 to 26, we will be removing the racist practices put in place, and therefore only focused on economic growth. Oh, you call me out for a logical fallacy and then turn around and immediately use a slippery slope fallacy. You claim to be a man of the people with a desire for fiscal change. I have never once seen you out with people in a scenario that wasn't staged. Meanwhile, your campaign is nearly bankrupt, you're at the end of your funds, and in all honesty, it would take a miracle for you to maintain your current standing in the polls. You're deeply hypocritical, and your inability to realize this is your greatest downfall. I'm a hypocrite. That's rich coming from the person who has donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to Idle Pharmaceuticals, a company which has been shown to kidnap children and utilize them for feelings of joy to create more effective antidepressants. Tell me, Rory, do you condone the abuse of children by force-feeding them drugs? I do not condone it, but you have proved my point further. Your hypocrisy astounds me. Most of your donors come from racist groups. The CEO of Avant Bank, Matthew Dunn, is your main backer, and he posted online 10 years ago, and I quote, "The 13th Amendment should have never been implemented." Does this sound like the man you want backing your campaign? Matthew Dunn has no connection to my campaign and was in fact removed as the CEO of Avant Bank immediately after they picked up your campaign, which I'll ask you again, are you this hypocritical or just that desperate for money? Moderator, are you going to do anything about this? Go ahead, beg for help. Gentlemen, if we could get back on point. The issue in America is unification. We are divided down party lines on nearly every major political issue. Nothing is ever properly done. Again, with the Pink Elephant program, we have a country divided down the middle. How can we create a new law that we can come to a mutual agreement on as a country that will help to unify the American people? The question is to you, Mr. Drepper. You have 30 seconds. As I said before, the removal of clauses 18 to 26. These clauses are outdated practices that promote social disparity in this country. Clauses that allow bureaucrats like Rory to hypocrisy. Again, shut up, Rory. I'm talking now. Make me. Make you? You heard me. Bowie marches over and punches Rory in the face, and they fist fight on stage while the curtains close. Since the final debate, both Rory McPherson and Bowie Drepper have dropped in the polls, previously at 33% for Mr. Drepper and 30% for Mr. McPherson. They now both stand at 20% even. It appears Americans desire true change.